Hi guys, I'm Mehdi. You guessed it again, from the Reading with Mehdi Kids channel. And today we're on the last part of Bad Kid Goes to the Vet. Well, the second last part because we still need to do the interview. And today we're going to read chapter 5. Okay, so let's start. Bad Kitty Goes to the Vet. Chapter 5, Home Again. Kitty, wake up, Kitty. It's all over. You're home now and back from the vet. All you had was a rotten tooth. The vet gave you a sedative and then yanked that tooth right out. That's a relief. I'll bet you're pretty hungry now, Kitty. After all, you've been asleep for almost an entire day. That's right, Kitty. That sedative really knocked you out. To be honest, we were pretty worried that you might not wake up at all. But I'm glad that you finally did wake up, Kitty. It's actually quite a relief. I know you like to sleep a lot, Kitty, but this time you've been asleep for almost 24 hours. Remember, Kitty, you have only 24 hours to do something unconditionally kind for Puppy. Good luck. This is if you saw part 4. If you haven't saw part 4, at the end when we're done with this video, please go to part 4 so you can see who is this cat, and we can just move on. If you have seen it, just move on. I'll just go get you something to eat, Kitty. I'll be right back in a swish, swish, swish. What is it, Kitty? What do you want? Dur, 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 arf, dur, 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 woof, bark, dur, dur, dur. Oh, Puppy, you're looking for Puppy. Well, isn't that sweet? Puppy's been so worried about you ever since we brought you back from the vet. Puppy's not here. We sent him over to Uncle Murray's house early this morning. We didn't want him to disturb you while you were sleeping. Whap. But don't worry, Kitty. Puppy should be home in a few hours. Gosh, it really is so nice that you actually seem to miss him. I never expected you to. Hey, where are you going? Kitty leaves the house, runs into Chatty Kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Runs up tree to get away from Chatty Kitty. Gets stuck. Jumps onto car going wrong way. And now let's read what Chatty Kitty said. Did you know that a cat can run as fast as 30 miles per hour, but only for a few seconds? That's just a bit faster than people and elephants, but not quite as fast as reindeer and giraffes. If you can see that, it's written in small letters. If you cannot see that, just ignore it. And now let's resume Kitty's way. Leaps onto bus going right way. Slide detour through grocery store because Kitty had a warning sign. If you haven't seen that on chapter 1, just ignore. If you have seen that, continue. Look out, it's her. Hide the meat, hide the fish, too late. Shortcuts through Strange Kitty's house. You're just in time to watch Tom and Jerry grab some flowers from Park and Uncle Murray's house. Thump, thump, thump. Holy salami, who could that be? Well, hey there, you goofy cat. I didn't expect you to see you up and about. How are you doing after that doctor yanked that tooth from your mouth? Huff, puff, huff, puff. Boy, do I know how you feel. Just last year, I had a tooth yanked out because it had gone bad on me. See, I really like jelly beans. All kinds of jelly beans. I like the red ones, the blue ones, the yellow ones, the green ones, and even the black ones. Why, I bet if someone invented an eggplant jelly bean, I'd like it. But my problem is that I don't brush my teeth. and like I should. And if you're gonna eat jelly beans, any kind of candy, really, then you have to brush your teeth. I wonder if anyone's already invented an eggplant jelly bean. I should look into that. If I ever form a band, I think I'd call the eggplant jelly bean. That would be awesome. We are eggplant jelly bean, and we are here to rock ya. Hey, where'd you go? Flip, bzz, choo, yipe, bzzt. What's going on here, you goofy cat? Did you come all the way here just to be mean to the dog? And if my baby brother comes, please just ignore. Whine. What did Puppy ever do to you? Nothing. That's what. He couldn't hurt a fly. And what do? You come in here and... Hey, where are you going? I'm talking to you. Whimper. Hey, what are you doing in my refrigerator? That's my food. Not your food, my food. Get out of there, rustled Dick. Hey, get back here with that. That's my food. My food. Trip. Whine. That does it, you goofy cat. I don't know why you came in here just to hit the dog with flowers and then throw food at him, but I think it's time for you to leave. Whine, groan. Hey, where are you going with that dog? Oh man, not again. Thud, fluff, glump. And if you can see here upside down, it says dog treats. Toys, whimper, whine, howl. Cat, I don't know what's gotten into you or why you're doing what you're doing, but what you're doing is freaking the dog out. So stop it. I'll go get the broom and clean all of this nonsense up. And besides, the clock says it's noon. It's time for lunch and I'm hungry. Bong. Bong. Bong, 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 bong. Slurp, bong, bong, whine, bong, bong. Pat, bong. You did it, Kitty, and just in time. Bong. You performed a single act of unconditional kindness to Puppy. Up until the moment you patted Puppy on the head. Everything you did, giving him flowers, food, toys, was all for your own benefit. But when you thought all was lost and that you had nothing to gain, you comforted Puppy with that simple pat on the head and proved yourself to be an honorable pussycat. Slurp. Sigh, that is truly disgusting. I feel like the floor of a movie theater. Maybe, Kitty, we haven't given you enough credit for your restraint. But never mind that, Kitty. It's time for us to leave this world. Pussycat paradise awaits you. You've earned it. Whine. Come on, Kitty. It's time to leave your world and everything behind. Come on, Kitty. It's time to go. Come on, Kitty. 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 Come on. It's time to wake up, you lazy old cat. It's time to wake up. Wake up, you lazy old cat, you. And now you see that Kitty had a dream in a dream. Oh, good. You're awake. We are starting to get worried. You've been asleep for about 24 hours now. That's a lot, even for you. And I'll bet you're hungry now. It turns out that the only problem you had was a rotten tooth. The vet gave you a sedative and then yanked that bad tooth right out. And here comes good old Puppy. He's been so worried about you. He was howling and making a huge fuss because he thought you might never wake up again. Silly dog. He was making such a commotion that we had to send him over to Uncle Murray's house. He only just got back. Anyway, you must be hungry, kitty, so here's some lunch. And as a special treat, we also made your favorite dessert, liver and kidney pie with an extra large helping of whipped cream on top. But you have to share some of that pie with Puppy. Do you hear me, kitty? You have to share. Pat, pat, pat. The end. And guys, this is an interviewed by Uncle Murray. You may not want to read it, but I prefer to read it so we can move on to the next book about Bad Kitty. A conversation with Nick Bruel, interviewed by Uncle Murray. Hi gang, good old Uncle Murray here. You may know me as the star of books like Bad Kitty, School Days, Bad Kitty versus Uncle Murray, and now this one, Bad Kitty Goes to the Vet. I thought it might be kind of fun to talk to the actual author of this book and find out what makes him tick. Hi there, Mr. Bruel. You can call me Nick. That's well, you can call me Uncle Murray. Well, I was going to anyway. So I got a few questions about this book here. How did you get the idea to write this book, Bad Kitty Goes to the Vet? Well, it all started a couple of years ago when I had to take one of my actual cats to the vet. Whoa, hang on. You said one of your cats. Does that mean you have more than one? Well, yes, I have two. What follows is a long, uncomfortable pause as Uncle Murray stares at Nick Bruel for almost a full minute with a horrified expression on his face. Two goofy cats? Are you insane? What? No, why? One goofy cat is bad enough, but two? What happened? Did you lose a bet? No, nothing like that. We just have two cats as all. Lots of people have more than one cat. Uncle Murray is mumbling to himself. Deranged maniacs, maybe, but not normal people. Excuse me? Nothing. Let's move on. You were saying that you had to take one of your goofy cats to the doctor. That's right. She stopped eating one day. And you know cats, they love their food. Boy, do they ever. Just the day beforehand, Esma, that's her name, was eating just fine. But all of a sudden, she stopped. Well, this really concerned me. I had no idea what the problem was. All I knew for certain was that there was a problem. And that solution lay in my taking her to the vet. Easy enough, right? Oh no. Even though Esma clearly wasn't feeling well, she still put up a real battle before getting into her carrier. She's always hated that carrier. I managed to contain her inside my office, but I still had to chase her all over as she ducked under furniture and leaped over my desk and tried to hide inside my cabinet. See, that's what I'm talking about. All you're trying to do is take her to the doctor, and she's acting like you're going to feed her to the lions. Dogs don't do this. Dogs trust you and don't try to turn every little thing into the Battle of Gettysburg. Dogs don't. Can I finish? Sorry. Sometimes they get a little sorry. Go on. So anyway, eventually I managed to trap her inside my cabinet. I grabbed her as quickly as I could and took her to my vet. Dr. Rena Mary Williman at Veterinary Care of Mount Pleasant. When I saw how expertly she was able to handle my fierce little cat after I had so much trouble, I knew there was a story in this experience somewhere. Did Esma get better? You asked that like you really seem to care, Uncle Murray. Hey, cats may drive me nuts though, but I'm still an animal lover. She got better, and her problem was the exact same one Kitty has in this book. No way. And when did you decide that I should star in this book? Well, I always try to find something for you to do in my stories, Uncle Murray. You've got a pretty fun personality to write about. Hey, you want to hear a great idea for the next book you should write? Sure. You should make a book about me fighting zombie vampires on another planet in the far future. I'll write a giant pterodactyl named Philip who breathes fire. No, wait, he breathes powerful lasers that blind the werewolf pirates who kidnapped the princess. You should write that. Well, I don't know. I think it's a terrific idea, Uncle Murray, but it is your idea. I think you should write that story yourself. Me? Nah, I'm not a fancy author like you. Why not? You came up with a terrific idea all by yourself. Why can't you write the story? Gosh, you really think so? You know what? I'll do it. I'm gonna write that story. What have I got to lose? Nothing, that's what. Plus, it'll be fun. It'll be hard work, but it will be fun too. I should know. Gee, it's been great talking to you, Nick Bruel. I'm going to go write my story. You should probably get back to work making more books about that goofy cat. Let's do this again sometime. I'm looking forward to it, Uncle Murray. Looking forward to it. And guys, let's read a little preview of and a little excerpt of Bad Kitty Takes the Test. This is the next book after Bad Kitty Goes to the Vet. Good morning, Kitty. The mail's here, and it looks like you have a certified letter from the Society of Cat Aptitude Management. I've never heard of them. Have you? Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. It looks like they know about your run-in with those birds yesterday. Apparently, it's considered the most recent instance in a long line of shameful, uncat-like embarrassments. Others include the time you woke up suddenly and fell behind the sofa, got stuck in the Venetian blinds, were frightened by a spider which turned out to be a ball of wind, tried to jump on the desk but landed in the plants, allowed the baby to dress you up for Halloween, and let the dog sit on you while you were sleeping. So apparently, because of this recent string of embarrassing behavior, your cat license has been revoked. I didn't even know there was such a thing. The letter goes on. In order to renew your cat license, you have to take a special course on being a cat, followed by a test. This all happens tomorrow. A test, well, Kitty, a test is a process you go through to make sure you understand everything you've learned. Now pay attention, Kitty. Here's the important part. If you pass the test, then you'll get your license back. I didn't even know you had one to begin with. Yawn. But if you don't pass the test, well, according to this letter, then you won't get your license, and then apparently you won't goth. You won't be allowed to be a cat anymore. And guys, it's finally time to read the explanation. A sick kitty is an unhappy kitty. An unhappy kitty is a bad kitty. When Kitty is happy and healthy, everything is perfect. She jumps around, eats everything in sight, and has the energy to keep slobbering puppies in their place. But when she's sick, all she can do is lie in her bed. It looks like it's time for this sick kitty to go to the vet. Finally, we're done with Bad Kitty Goes to the Vet. Next time, we're going to move to Bad Kitty Takes the Test, but that's for another time. It's been a good part this time, guys. I'll see you again soon. Bye, guys.